like, you know, you're following a different path, or you've followed a different path to get where you are today, maybe not copycatting other artists out there? Like, how have you made your way?
Sure, yeah, that's a great question. I mean, I think that definitely the music that I make is kind of this organic, raw, sort of acoustic rock that, you know, I grew up on Carole King, James Taylor, and, you know, kind of stuff in the 70s and 80s that before there was auto-tune, before there was Pro Tools. So that's really a lot of what my influence is. But yeah, you know, right now it's definitely more, you know, I think that it's more mainstream to be Katy Perry, to be, you know, which I'm a huge fan of those artists. It's just that, you know, the music I make sort of, I feel like I want to be true to this kind of organic acoustic element that I sort of started out with when I was 14 years old, you know? So I think that, you know, my whole path and my whole journey has been very organic in its nature as well. I think we were talking about this earlier. I was discovered on MySpace and very much have kind of had this grassroots sort of, you know, adventure through the business and everything, and I think that that's kind of shaped what I want my music to be too, is I want to stay true to sort of what it is that I set out to do, even though, you know, you continue to mold and evolve with what's working, you know, in music, but it's fun, you know, it's fun to be doing something that I feel like I can get up there with just a guitar and play the song that, you know, the way I want people to hear it without having to bring a ton of beats in, you know?
Right, exactly. Yeah. And then what would you tell, like, an aspiring female singer-songwriter that's coming up the ranks trying to be, you know, someone like you? Sure.
I think my main advice is probably just to have thick skin and to not be obsessed with pleasing everybody, because that was my thing when I was a kid. I'm like this Midwestern kid who just wanted everyone to be happy and, you know, so, but you can't please everyone, because everyone's going to have a different idea of what you should do, and the person you really need to listen to is yourself. So I had to kind of learn that self-mastery, or, you know, just how to trust myself. And that's my main thing, I think, is as long as you're being yourself, you love what you do, just trust yourself. And don't worry if people don't get your art, you know, because someone's going to.